What is up, guys? I'm Hubsmash, and welcome to Conan Exiles, a new survival game by Funcom. It's pretty exciting. I'm pretty into it, and I just started a private server that I've kind of modified a little bit to make things quicker, so I could kind of show you beginner's guide, how to get started, to get your first shack going, kind of your first 2x2 shack with a door and everything, and kind of what you're going to need to do and what you should focus on. So first things first, in the beginning of the game, it's pretty difficult. So if you die, there's no easy way to find your body and retrieving your things. You have to kind of know where that was. And also you spawn in different spots, so it can be quite disorienting. Take things slowly. That's my first point of advice. Creatures can be quite aggressive, and you can get overwhelmed pretty easily at the beginning, which can waste quite a bit of time. So basically, you're going to level up through passing of time, crafting, gathering, and killing stuff. And when you level up, and now ignore my level is going to be level 50, but when you level up, you can put points into your strength, agility, vitality, etc. And these attributes do different things, but what we're going to focus on today is not really what the attributes are, although I'd recommend putting some points into strength and vitality, grit, and maybe survival for your beginning points. That way you can kind of have some strength for hitting stuff, and beyond that, I still need to do some experimentation to figure out what the best ones are, so that'll be coming in another video. You also, when you level up, you learn recipes, and I'll get into that in a little bit, but basically, when you first start out the game, you're going to want to run. And I'm not going to spoil this, but you're going to want to look for a waterskin and some different objects that you can interact with at the beginning, and that'll let you into the lore, kind of let you know what you're doing there and give you some of that mystery. And then you're going to make your way along the road. And along the road, you're going to be gathering. You want to gather. Basically, gather everything you can. You're going to want to gather rocks, plant fiber, and branches just by pressing E when you're running around. So going like this, you'll grab stuff. So you're going to do that, and you're going to make your way across the road, and as you go through the road, you'll end up getting into kind of the lands where the game really starts. Now, as soon as you've collected 5 branches and 5 stones, you've got some priorities here. So you want to craft a stone pick, and it will look something like this. So now I've got my stone pick crafted already. So I've already done all of this, but basically what you want to do is pick up your branches, pick up all this stuff. You want to pick up stones and plant fiber and seeds and all these different things. And you want to craft your pickaxe as quickly as you can. Now you're going to start with the recipe for the stone pick, and you're going to have a recipe for your coarse tunic and these different wraps here for your armor. And as soon as you can, you're going to create this stone pick. You're going to level up, and the first recipe that I'd recommend getting is Apprentice Craftsman. I think you have to get this first. So you get this. That lets you create a stone hatchet, fiber, bedroll, and twine. Twine's going to come useful later. Fiber, bedroll is to create your spawn point. And so if you die, you'll respawn where you last slept in this bed. And then you're also going to want to, after you get Apprentice Craftsman, I would probably get Experienced Survivalist. This lets you create a campfire because you're going to run out of food and you're going to starve. So you want to create the campfire so you can cook meat that you get from murdering things. And then at level 4, I would probably recommend getting Mercenary, which lets you get Stone Sword and a Wooden Shield. And then finally at level 5, I'd get Stonemason, which lets you build the shelter, gives you the recipes for the shelter. And then after that, I would go Torch and Wooden Box, depending on what you feel would be necessary. Torch is useful at nighttime, but Wooden Box is good for storage, which will come in handy later when you're trying to build and expand upon your house that you build, which initially is probably just going to be a 2x2 shack. So you've got your hatchet, your pickaxe, and next you're going to craft the coarse set of armor. So this is going to run you about approximately 60 plant fiber, a little bit less. And you're going to get a full set of that. And you'll run around and you'll have these, and you're still going to be just, gathering. And the way you gather is you just hit stuff and you just smash it apart and gather it up. Right? Once you've done all of that, really you're going to just be focusing on finding food, finding a source of water, and like basically small turtles, rabbits, things like that. Chop them up, murder them, chop them up with the hatchet. You'll also see things like this out in the world, little nests. These have... What was that? Oh, so we're gonna get in a little fight here. This guy's a little dude. Now, I'm much higher level than everything, so like none of it hurts me. He's gonna be more dangerous to you at the beginning of the game. But you're gonna find these eggs here. You pick up these shellback eggs, and you can eat those as well. So that's mainly what you're gonna focus on doing. Gathering as much as possible, finding food, finding water, and once you've kind of done that, and you'll start to level up, and you'll follow that leveling kind of route that I told you about. You'll be able to eventually build your stone shack. And what your stone shack's going to look like is... Where's mine? What did I do? Oh, it's over here. So this is your goal at the beginning of the game. Your goal is to get some shelter, and basically you'll get a door, a ceiling, a floor, a bunch of walls, and a box. There'll also be a bed here. I don't know where my bed is. And a campfire. So that's really what you're going to focus on doing. Use the campfire by putting wood in it and then putting a little bit of meat in there. Feral flesh is just flesh from animals. Then you turn the fire on. It will cook the flesh. You can see the shredded roast is going to show up in the crafting queue. When it's done, it will show up in here. You can take it and then you can nom 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 away on it. So that's basically the goal. And the whole thing, though, is going to cost you approximately 520 stone, 106 wood, and 30 plant fiber, which is going to make 10 twine for the door here. So you need a bunch of plant fiber. So you can imagine, like, that's a lot. So if I run over to, like, a rock or something and smash it, you'll see how much stone I get out of it. You know, I get 4, 5, 4, 3... pieces, right? So that stone got me like 10 or 15, something like that, right? So it's going to take you a little while. You're basically going to run around, grab as much stone as possible, build parts of this, because you're going to become over encumbered. As you fill up on all the stone, you're going to, basically not be able to walk properly. So you have to come and place pieces and then go back out, get more stone. And that'll get you this first little shelter, though. And that's the 2x2 shack, and this will basically get you the 7 walls, 1 door frame wall, the 4 foundations, the 4 ceilings, and a door in your own cozy little shack, finally. And it's going to take a little while, but it's fun, and I'm enjoying it so far. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you liked the video, click that like button. It really helps the channel. And if you want to see more of the stuff that I make, consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and enjoy your time in Conan Exiles.